Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Hobbs. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Quarterback signaling to his guys. This quarterback part of their running game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the Golden Egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Selling the fake. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Remember when you were like, Mike, why does it sound like he's screaming from across the street? Drum was like, ooh, look at this defensive tackle, this gap space. He's like, oh my God. Get out. Oh my God. He's like, no. I wish I could hear exactly what you're saying, but yeah, this gap specialist, back to what I was saying. He's very special.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Tight end. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Out wide right, it's Haas. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Sets his feet, it's Chambliss. Moving out to the right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rebels are marching down the field.
And man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in, and I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game. And it was amazing to watch Kewan Lacy take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Alexander.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out wide left, it's Alexander. A likely touchdown-saving tackle at the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Flips it out in the flat. Good, strong tackle.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Taylor wants to throw. Man, here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get a huge loss on that play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Turning it on! Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense...
It's complete! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Had to force that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Searching for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I think we're getting an idea of how good he can be. Like, this tight end has 5 catches already. We're still in the first half, but finding a way to get open, different parts of the field, reading zone, beating man coverage. This guy's been a matchup problem.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Long way to go on second down. Right side, it's Cook. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Lacy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Scanning the field, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Haas. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Taylor wants to throw it. Rush is on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. On the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown Rebels. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Bothwell again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Sprinting away. He's at slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Left side, it's Cook. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Snags it, and there's running room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Put 6 on the board. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. Oh, and he's out of bounds at the 1, right on the doorstep after an electric return. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal with the 1. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. He's now up to 71 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Out wide right, it's Gill. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a crease to the left.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He gets a hand on it. He picks it up.
Yeah, and the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's West. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Second down coming up. Right side, it's West. Makes the grab and room to run. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Second and long here. Taylor wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
First play of this drive. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Haas. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Gill. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got room at the 35. Quick step and go. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're all over it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And you need a huge play on 3rd and long. Working the middle, it's complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Smashes in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3 possession. Going long. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Buying time to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snaps on 4th down. Release to the back. Then make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Stop right there.
Man, these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. Moves to his right. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Hands it off. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Mississippi State going up tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the